What's up, YouTube? I'm here on NQ. Today is April 27th, and I feel like my bias today is overall bullish. We are still at all-time highs. Price does look a little overextended, and on the 1 hour, we inverse this bullish gap right here with some nice momentum, and price is delivering out of this 1 hour BPR now. We had a very bearish reaction out of it. But since we're at all-time highs, I would still be bullish. I wouldn't risk taking a short unless it looks pretty good. And yeah, today's a no news Monday. I'm not really expecting much out of today. Price is looking a little slow before 8:30. But yeah, let's see what New York Open gives us. Okay, so we have 8:30 market open right here. We left a nice wick to the upside, and price came down and swept out some liquidity over here, and we're delivering out of this small 15-minute bullish gap right here. And I was looking on the 30-second, we had a nice gap right here we could take an entry off of. This gap right here looked pretty nice. And the break-even point is this 8:30 wick right here, but it's looking like price wants to respect this gap and continue down further, so we might come down. So we might stop at this 15-minute low right here, this 1 hour intermediate low, and then maybe we could get a nice long setup after we take that out. Okay, so the price is starting to push up and we inverse this 30-second gap, but I didn't really like the candles that inversed it. It just looked a little slow and there were too many candles, and also on the 15-minute. And also on the 15-minute, we came pretty close to this low without sweeping it out. And with lows that are this close to each other, I don't think price is going to leave them right there for much longer. Okay, so price just swept out this 1 hour intermediate low right here, and it's looking like we're getting a nice reaction. We got a pretty nice wick. As you can see, this 1 minute wick candle right here didn't even close beneath the low, so we're getting a pretty nice bullish reaction off of it. And price just broke out of this consolidation and took out that low, so now would be a good time to get a long. The only valid entry gap we had was right here on the 30-second, but it was just a little too small for me to take. But yeah, it just wasn't that obvious enough for me to take, but the entry was a nice V shape. But I'm just gonna wait and see if we get something better. Okay, so price formed this nice bearish gap right here on the 1 minute, and it's almost inversed right there, and I'm definitely gonna take this if we inverse it. Okay, so this setup just became invalid. We took out the break-even point before inversing the gap. And yeah, it's looking like price is gonna leave without us and shoot straight towards this 8:30 wick up here. Okay, so even though this trade right here became invalid, I was still forward testing a 30-second gap. This gap right here was more like a B plus setup, and we got the inverse right here, but it would have been break even. We still haven't hit the 8:30 wick yet. So right now there's no trades that I would be in that could take us up to the final TP right now. Okay, so price did get a pullback and we did form this 1 minute bearish gap right here. And I don't know, something about this gap just feels a little off. I think the gap just looks a little too small, and if we inverse it, price would just be trading back into this chop up here. Feels a little bit bigger, I would feel more confident in it, but I feel like it's just a little too small to take entry off of. Okay, so this 1 minute long over here ended up failing, and price is just now chopping up. And yeah, overall, PA today just looks pretty garbage. But I still think this 8:30 wick up here is going to get taken out. Also because we have equal highs right here. And price formed like perfect equal highs right here. As you can see, those green dotted lines. Those are some pretty nice equal highs. And we have the 8:30 wick above. So I still think price is going to take these out, especially after taking out this 1 hour intermediate low and having such a bullish reaction on this 8 a.m. candle right here. I was thinking about taking an entry on this 2 minute gap right here, but we just got this big random last second push on this 9:35 candle, so the 1 minute and the 2 minute just became invalid. And yeah, I think price is definitely about to hit these equal highs and the 8:30 wick now. Okay, so I'm gonna be done for the day. After that big candle up, price hasn't done anything. And yeah, price action today was just trash. The entire New York session was just inside of this rectangle right here. I'm still gonna leave this 8:30 wick right here marked up, just in case we leave it for tomorrow. We could have some nice liquidity for tomorrow. And I'm gonna mark up these equal highs right here too. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me today. No news Monday. This was to be expected. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.